Finally, after a long hiatus due to Corona, One Punch Man manga is back, and Yusuke Murata did not disappoint with this chapter. Now, if you guys know me and reviewing One Punch Man on this channel, let's just say there might be some demonetization icons covering up a few things, because Yusuke Murata, man, he knows how to draw them thick.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
Future Mastar here. Guess what? My video got demonetized, so I won't be able to show a lot of the pages of this chapter. You guys will just have to go read it for yourself. So anything that I would have put a demonetization icon on, I'm just going to cut out of this video. All right, let's get on with it. As we saw in the last chapter, Psychos has fused with Orochi, and Tatsumaki has bursted out of the ground the entire Underground Monster Association, which is like this gigantic spiraling tower. And resting on top is the new fusion boss, which I guess you could call Psykorochi. That seems to be the nomenclature that people have gone with. Now, keep in mind, this is the non-translated pages. I'm just using them because it's the highest quality, but I do actually have a copy of the translations, so I'll let you know everything that these characters are saying. Right here, Psykorochi is laughing and mocking Tatsumaki because she says, "Oh wow, you lifted up the entire base. You're so powerful," just mocking her. And Psykorochi says, "Let me show you real power." Tatsumaki understands and can see that Psykorochi is basically drawing power from those roots that are stemming out of the Monster Association base. And what it's doing is it's basically just drinking the life energy of all of the monsters within it, giving her increased size and power. So as the fight continues, as she absorbs more monsters, she is getting larger and stronger. So Tatsumaki thinks that if she can cut through that base where those roots are, it should weaken Psykorochi. So basically, Psykorochi is starting to prepare an immense psychic attack. And also, I can't show you the full images here because I think you can guess why. I just encourage you guys to go check out these chapters for yourself online. Viz should have it out in a day or two. Psykorochi says, "In terms of power, I am way above you." And this is when we get to see something that is just absolutely breathtaking in terms of art and also just in terms of scale and damage, as Psykorochi uses one of the most insane attacks we've ever seen in the One Punch Man universe. This attack out of Psykorochi, we're reaching Dragon Ball Z levels of power. Planet devastating attacks. I think you can easily say that Psykorochi is a god-level demon posing a threat to Earth itself. Now, I know anybody who looks at this chapter can just simply admire the art. If you take a look at the detail and the intricacies of every inch of this picture, it's absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, how long would it take you to draw all of that detail? Even in the mountains in the background are fully detailed. It's absolutely breathtaking and mind-blowing, and that's why Yusuke Murata is hailed as possibly the best manga artist of the entire world. The size and scale of this blast, as he keeps zooming out of the screen. He keeps zooming out, giving you more eagle eye, more macro view vision of the size and scale of this blast. It really shows you exactly how powerful it is. Now, it appears to be of the psychic nature. I don't know if it's an energy attack. I don't think it is. This is some sort of psychic attack that appears to be visible to the human eye, some sort of laser beam almost, that is slicing the earth open. It's even cutting the clouds you can see there. I mean, the detail is astounding in this. Breathtaking shot after breathtaking shot. Here we get another zoom out. So keep in mind his storyboarding, how he continually zooms out to give the audience that feeling of scale and presence and showing you everything that's going on. This adds so much emotion to the viewer's experience. As they can follow it along, it adds suspense and momentum and traction and really grabs the viewer's attention. And that's literally what it's doing here. It zooms out and you can see a slice of the earth lifting up. This captured fans' hearts so much that many people have gone onto Reddit and have started coloring it because it's such an unbelievable shot. I mean, the art and the detail, yes, they're amazing, but when you see a picture like this after all that buildup, it's like your heart just sinks. It's like you can't even breathe because you're looking at the beauty of an image unlike something you ever thought you could see in a manga. Now, for a sense of scale of how big that actually is, one user actually showed it on a picture of the full-scale Earth. And so there's a debate, is Psykorochi stronger than Boros? Now, you got to remember, Boros' collapsing star Roaring Cannon actually had the potential to destroy the entire Earth. So Psykorochi may have the potential to destroy the Earth, but if you really consider it, even though this attack was out of this world phenomenal, Boros technically at this point is still more powerful than Psykorochi. Now, before he was zooming out, now he's zooming back in to show that this slice of Earth is starting to lift up and it's creating shockwaves throughout the planet. Psykorochi has done this literally just as a test of power to show Tatsumaki, oh great, you can lift my entire monster association. Well, I can lift an entire chunk of the planet, a massive, massive chunk. Now, I don't think that Tatsumaki could do this, but we have never seen the height of her full potential. We've seen her basically do city-level destruction, but we've never seen her use her maximum 100% power. Now, that blast, even though it was aimed directly at Tatsumaki, did not destroy her. It seemed to have shredded her clothing a little bit. She seems a little bit stunned, but not completely freaked out, which leads me to believe that she probably could have done something similar, but maybe she didn't expect Psykorochi to have that much power. What she's saying here is she couldn't have attained power that high simply by absorbing monsters. What on earth was that? Where is all of this power coming from? And we're going to get a very, very interesting development here, something that did not happen in the One manga. If you guys remember when I reviewed One Punch Man vs. God by C. Eminglap, it appears that that God, who has also given Homeless Emperor his powers, has given Psykorochi a boost in power as well. Okay, so real quick, I would love to show you this full page, but oh boy, would I get demonetized. Murata went all out. And trust me when I say he's got the anatomy of the female down to a T. Okay, so basically what's happening here is Psykorochi is saying during the fusion, as she was being absorbed by Orochi, or they were fusing together, a being that chose her as a superior entity and bestowed her with unbelievable and unimaginable power. And that being is God, some sort of monster god or some sort of monster entity. We know that his skin looks like this texture and detail. Now, I don't think that's the moon. I think that's just whatever this god being is that has the power to basically just look down on someone on Earth and give them unimaginable levels of power. That's whatever this being is. Now, C. Eminglap interpreted it as being some fourth dimensional creature out in space, so powerful that it basically could be interpreted as a god by anybody who perceives it, basically because it can manipulate reality. And this is very, very, very interesting because this is a fan theory sort of concept that fans have been wondering about. What exactly is this creature that gave Homeless Emperor his powers? I mean, you had C. Eminglap do an entire fan series based on one little image from the one webcomic, and now it seems like Yusuke Murata is somehow adapting this into the actual manga. Now, the arc after this Monster Association arc in One Punch Man is the Neo Hero arc, and they haven't really talked about this god being in the one webcomic anymore. So I'm wondering if the story is going to deviate in the actual One Punch Man manga from the webcomic, or what exactly they're going to do with this. Could it actually be a villain in the future? Could this be the real god-level threat that invades Earth in maybe season 4 of One Punch Man? I don't know, but I think it's really awesome and interesting that they're dropping this nugget of information in here, and this pretty much changes everything. I mean, this could be the source of monsters themselves. Basically, Psychos is saying that it looked like brain cells, the structural diagram of the universe. It looked like Jupiter's surface, something like God. And when it stopped, it looked at me. I felt fear. At the same time, a mysterious power was flowing into me. In that instant, I was enlightened about my destiny. This power lets me absorb all living entities through my flesh roots, and then after fusing, the spirit becomes a massive thought entity. I am a star-like perfect life form. I wonder if I can become Earth itself. And Tatsumaki says, you want to be Earth? And she says, you can't understand, right? So basically with these roots, it appears that Psykorochi could use them and drain the entire life of Earth. She could literally become Earth itself. Tatsumaki remarks that being alone in the universe sounds stupid to her, and Psykorochi says, this is fate, this is the end of all intellectual beings. Tatsumaki seems very comfortable here, just pretty much talking trash back and saying that, you're weak-minded, you're letting somebody use you right now. You should know that the only people who gather espers are those who are trying to use them. You mentally aren't prepared, and when the time comes, don't expect someone to come and save you. You're the kind of idiot who asks for help while in danger, which is probably why it set its eyes on you. And the final panel we get here is of the attack beginning. Tatsumaki has seriously pissed off Psykorochi, and she unleashes her little dragon tentacles and starts shooting laser beams all over the place, similar to what Orochi did versus Garo. And now Tatsumaki obviously can fly, she's dodging all of them, and that's the end of the chapter. So the trash talk is done. The next time that these two battle in the manga will probably be the finale for one of them. I'm assuming Tatsumaki is going to lose, but this did not happen in the one webcomic. So this is all fresh, new content in the One Punch Man manga, and anything can really happen. Just another absolutely breathtaking chapter from Yusuke Murata. I love that they incorporated God into this because I hope he becomes a villain in the future that pushes Saitama to his limits. We can only hope, right, guys? I'm Mastar. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you read the chapter for yourself so you can see all the curves I had to demonetize out. I'll catch you guys in the next video.